years, there were regions in India where the state existed more on paper than on the ground. Places that people knew about but rarely reached. Dense forests, broken access, and an atmosphere where uncertainty was part of everyday life. In large stretches of Chhattisgarh, Jharkhand, Odisha, and parts of Maharashtra, movement was limited, governance was thin, and fear quietly dictated routine. Development projects struggled to take off, basic services couldn't sustain, and entire areas remained cut off for decades. This is how the Red Corridor expanded over time. Under the UPA era, Naxal influence had spread across 126 districts, with 36 of them categorized as the most affected. These weren't just numbers, they reflected how deep the problem had gone. However, after 2014, that spread has been steadily pushed back under PM Modi's leadership. Under the Modi government, security operations became more consistent and better coordinated across states. Instead of temporary interventions, there has been a sustained presence in key areas. Strongholds that once remained untouched for years started seeing regular operations, and the space available to Naxal groups began to shrink. At the same time, access improved in a way it hadn't before. More than 12,000 kilometers of roads have been built in these regions, connecting interiors that were earlier difficult to reach. Fortified police stations increased from 66 to 586, and hundreds of new security camps ensured that presence was maintained. With better access came basic connectivity. Mobile towers were installed across interior regions. Financial services expanded through bank branches and post offices, and systems that were absent earlier started becoming functional. This gradual expansion of governance has had a direct impact. Incidents of violence have reduced significantly over the years. Civilian and security force casualties have both declined. Leadership within Naxal groups has been systematically weakened, and financial networks have been disrupted. In 2025 alone, hundreds of Naxals have been neutralized, arrested, or have surrendered. Even long-standing figures within the movement are now choosing to lay down arms. Bastar's last standing Naxal leader, Papa Rao, active for nearly 3 decades, is set to surrender along with members of his team before the March 31st deadline set by the Modi government, reflecting how deeply the ground situation has shifted. Districts that were once consistently affected are no longer part of that list. From 126 affected districts in 2014, the number has come down to 11 in 2025. The most affected districts have reduced from 36 to just 3. Subsequently, several regions that remained outside effective administrative reach for decades are now seeing a stable presence of security forces and governance structures. Roads, communication, and local institutions have started functioning in areas that were previously inaccessible. Under PM Modi, there is a clear, uncompromising resolve. Naxalism will not be allowed to survive on Indian soil. The Modi government is leaving no stone unturned, no forest unchecked, no network untouched until every last pocket of Naxalism is dismantled. What once spread across vast regions has been pushed back, its backbone broken, its reach reduced to scattered remnants. The Modi government's message is loud and clear. There will be no safe haven for Naxals in India. A Naxal-free India is not a possibility anymore. It is an inevitability.